Okay, it's that time of year again, folks. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Aliyah. I'm a 19-year-old college/lifestyle vlogger, content creator. I make content on all platforms if you're new here, so hello. Check out my other videos, you might like them, but if you're returning, hi. You know the drill, this is an annual thing. It's about to be the summertime, it's spring currently, and when it comes to the hygiene realm, a lot of people love to try new things or just like to step up their hygiene game, so I'm here to show you my 2022 spring and summer hygiene routine. I did one of these last fall, but it's gonna be timestamps because this video might be a little lengthy, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I will say before anything, this video is not sponsored. All this stuff is just purely my opinion and stuff that I've genuinely just been loving as of recently for the spring and what I'll be bringing into the summertime. Let's start with oral care. We'll go from top to bottom. I really don't do too much for my oral care ever since I got my braces off. I'm worried about my teeth being clean and whatnot, so I'm gonna give you my favorite toothpastes, how I keep my breath fresh. Me personally, I have two toothpastes that I've been loving recently. The Crest Plus Deep Clean Whitening Toothpaste. I love this stuff. Such a good foaming clean. It's one of my go-tos whenever I feel like my teeth are extremely dirty. This does the job. It's coming from somebody with kind of sensitive teeth after they got their braces off. Babe, I can't do whitening strips all the time. Even the sensitive ones are a little too much for my teeth, so anything with whitening in it with toothpaste I absolutely love. The second toothpaste that I've surprisingly been loving is this Native Fluoride Anti-Cavity Toothpaste. This is in the flavor Wild Mint and Peppermint Oil, and I really have just been loving this toothpaste, especially for the morning, because it's a lot more gentle, and I think this stuff is cruelty-free if I'm not mistaken. 10 out of 10 toothpaste all around. Love these two things to death. And then, oh, y'all can still see my product. And then you can still see it. I'm pretty sure everybody has heard of a tongue brush by now, but by this point, I really like to use a tongue brush 2 to 3 times a day, just because one of my biggest fears in life is actually having or getting caught with bad breath. So when it comes to brushing my teeth and stuff like that, I go ham, because even with masks, like, you don't want to be smelling your own breath. You don't want to be funky. This Aura brush, I think that's the brand. It's just a plastic one. I might be upgrading to a metal one soon, just because I feel like sometimes I could get a little bit more cleaner, in my opinion, but so far I really love this. It's like a go-to for me. I actually didn't grab floss that I like to use out of my bathroom for whatever reason, but I like to use those little floss toothpick things to floss 1 to 2 times a day. It's like the one with the pointy end, and there's like a floss and there's like a handle, whatever. It's really good. And I also love the Listerine. There's gonna be like a B-roll of both of them, so you know what I'm talking about. Take care of my retainers. I do wear retainers every night. They're very annoying and they're very painful, but I like to soak my retainers 1 to 2 times a week in this retainer solution that my orthodontist told me to get, just to keep them extra clean, because even though nobody really sees me or is like in my face when I have my retainers on, I just prefer if they were super fresh, and I know they were very clean, so I just soaked them in that. Oral care, done. Now we're gonna move on to my favorite part, which is skincare. I absolutely love skincare. I have always been so passionate about skincare. I love trying new products, and I have such a big lineup of favorites from my current like routine and just stuff that I like to use, mixing in and out, and like just whatever. You're gonna see all the products, and we're gonna start with cleanser. Y'all know I am a big CeraVe fan, and I really like the CeraVe foaming facial cleanser for normal to oily skin. I've actually always used this. If you go back to my channel with like hygiene routines from long ago, skincare routines, I've always, like for years now, have used this, or it's been one of my favorites, and it's something that I always go back to because it's so gentle on my skin, not overly stripping. It has foaming action, niacinamide, it's fragrance free, and it won't clog your pores. That sounds like a solid facial cleanser to me. Another CeraVe cleanser that I want to try is like the acne foaming cleanser that they sell in Target, but I haven't gotten around to trying it, so if you tried it, let me know how you like it. Usually I just take 1 pump of this every time I'm in the shower, so about 2 times a day to wash my face, or if not in the shower, I'll just do it over the sink. So I wash my face twice a day, because living in North Carolina, having oily skin, especially in the summertime, not washing my face twice a day is like really not an option unless I want to break out disgustingly like I did a couple days ago. Like on this side of my face, it was terrible. It hurt so bad. But something that I picked up recently that my grandmother actually put me onto is Noxzema. Noxzema Classic Clean with real eucalyptus extract. If you don't know what it is, it's basically just a deep cleansing cream for soft and smooth skin. I typically like to use this after I wear makeup, so for today I'll probably take my makeup off, use whatever I use, and then I just put this on like kind of a face mask after I wash with CeraVe and leave it on for about 2 to 3 minutes and then rinse it off. And when I tell you, my skin clean as hell, and it's not overly stripping. I think this tub was like $2 or $3 from Target. Trust me, if you want solid skin, this is it. Whenever I have breakouts, I will spot treat with this overnight as well. This is that girl. This is that girl. I'm telling you, trust me, it's so good. Okay, now we're gonna get into the part that I love, which is treatments. I love a good treatment. I have just a few not too many, you know, like on the shorter list. This is like, you know. So I'm gonna start with a brand that I have the least of, which is CeraVe Resurfacing Retinol Serum. If you have like fungal acne, it's like one of those things where it's like little pimples or like bumps, this has saved my forehead. I live by this. I live, love, laugh by this. It's so good. Basically, retinol is used to like resurface and like smooth out skin. So of course I'm gonna give resurfacing retinol serum. This is a little bit more on the pricier side in my opinion, but for a good skincare treatment and a go-to that I know I'm gonna use forever as long as my skin allows me, I think it's worth the price. Now let's get into one of my more recent favorite brands, which is The Ordinary, which is where I get a lot of my treatments, which you will see as we go on. The first thing I have is The Ordinary Glycolic Acid Toning Solution. This is something I use about once a day, and I use this in a way that a lot of people don't like use. So I actually found I like to take kind of an exfoliating cotton round, and I pour this on there, and I actually like to use it under my arms, so on my armpits, on the back of my neck as well. For some reason I used to use like witch hazel and toning solutions and like rubbing alcohol to clean those areas, but I found that this is way more gentle, and I feel like it detoxifies or detoxes just those areas in general. Love this. I usually use this at night just because I really don't like to put stuff like on my armpits at night just to allow them breathe and whatnot after my second shower. But yes, this was like an exfoliating pad under your arms once a day, especially in the summertime. I know a lot of people deal with like insane sweating in the summertime, and as you should, because it's hot as hell. This has definitely helped with my amount of sweating as well. I don't know if it would help with you, but it's just my personal experience. This shit is solid. I've had this bottle for about, I think, 6 months, and I'm using it more now, but I've had it for a pretty long time, and I'm pretty sure I did a pretty like decent damage to it. But this stuff is so good, especially for what I just mentioned. So we're gonna move on to serums. I'm gonna start with something that I recently picked up, and it is the Ordinary Caffeine Solution. It reduces appearance of eye contour, pigmentation, and of puffiness. And I just finished school, not graduated, but like for the semester, and I'm kind of recovering and like trying to take care of my skin and get rid of eye bags. I feel like my face has looked a little dull recently, but I recently picked this up, and I feel like it has a very interesting type of texture to it, but I digress. This stuff works wonders. I specifically like to target it on my lower face, so starting with my under eyes and then going down. I feel like it just helps so much with my face looking more radiant because it's caffeine. It's supposed to make you look more awake, so I love this stuff. Next thing that I use on a daily basis, the trifecta of face serums. We're gonna start with this one. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the Ordinary Niacinamide plus Zinc High Strength Vitamin and Mineral Blemish Formula Serum. Niacinamide is notorious for making skin soft and making you feel moisturized. So when I tell you, as an oily girl, as somebody with oily to combo skin, finding stuff that makes me feel moisturized, that make me feel greasy is so hard. But this right here makes such a good foundation for just my skin, like period. Even if I don't want to wear makeup, when I do wear makeup, it makes it so smooth and my skin is just so soft to the touch. It literally feels like a baby's butt. It's so good. Like, I live by this. This is something I will buy forever. Fucking excellent. Like, this is so good. Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I'm a hyaluronic acid stan. I don't know if y'all are new here, but if you go back and look at my most recent kind of hygiene routine or like my products and whatnot, I mentioned a hyaluronic acid from Target, and then I found the Ordinary had the exact same one for a lot cheaper than the one from Target. I think the one from Target was like $24 a bottle. Don't ask me why I was paying for that. I found the Ordinaries, and it's a lot more affordable, and it's essentially the same thing. But I love hyaluronic acid because not only does it penetrate and retain the moisture in my skin instead of adding it to it overnight. I prefer to use this at night just because it retains the moisture in my skin, and it's just so gentle. Once again, fragrance free. It's something that I absolutely live by. It makes my skin so soft. I love this bitch for real. So, in the final Ordinary serum is the Ordinary Alpha Arbutin 2% serum. You don't know what this is? This actually helps with acne scars and pimple scars, and for some reason I have had like a really weird outbreaking rash, and there's no like cure to it. I already went to the doctor and everything for it, but I swear this has made those scars disappear faster than they usually do. And ever since my bad breakout, I've been using this on my face about once a day along with the hyaluronic acid at night, because I'll prefer just not to do like a scar treatment like during the day. It just seems a bit more harsh than I would like, so I like to use this at night. And I honest to God love this whenever I have any type of scars or just want to get rid of any like dark marks. I think I finished like treatment stuff. Now let's get into moisturizers and sunscreen. Woo, do I have some recommendations for y'all. Moving on to moisturizers, I have a few moisturizers that I ride or die by. First of all, the girls that get it, get it. If you've been watching me for a while, I love Belif. I am Belif. I want to be Belif. This Belif True Cream Moisturizing Balm, once again, as an oily girl, finding stuff that doesn't make you oily but also retains the moisture for you, hell, this shit is excellent. I have nothing else to say. This is so good. This is something that I accidentally picked up because this brand actually sent me this like in PR, and I never tried it till recently, but I love it. It's the Cocoa Kind Texture Smoothing Cream, and there's actually celery like somewhere in here, but it smells like celery, and like that's cute. I love celery. Between this and that resurfacing retinol, skin's so soft, so glowy. So the consistency of this is very light. It's not one of those heavy creams. I will say this is probably lighter than the Belif moisturizing cream, but because this is texture smoothing, I think they're used for like two different things. Moving on to the next thing, and I have a story for this. So this is the Ultra Repair Cream from First Aid Beauty, and I actually got this to use on my skin in the winter time, but I didn't like how this was like performing on my face because I noticed it was making me very oily, and like it felt just like very heavy on my face, and I didn't really like that. This was very expensive, so I didn't get rid of it because I wanted to see what I can do with it. But ever since those dry patches and like rash that I had like earlier this year, I use this on my body. I'm putting this in here because it is a skincare product, and your body and whole is like skin, so I think it's valid to say it's part of skincare. I use this on my legs, arms, chest, and torso, and just feet, especially for the feet. This stuff on your feet is actually so excellent. I think this might be one of my favorite moisturizers I've ever had for my body. I think I could find a dupe for this that's a little bit cheaper, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, because this tub, girl, y'all are crazy. This thing for my body is so good. It's a skin protectant with oatmeal in it. It's supposed to help hydrate dry and parched skin, and it's supposed to help relieve minor irritation and itching due to eczema and other conditions. That is my body condition, made for me. Hello, y'all ever had a really good lotion, and like after you've worn it for a while and you get in the shower and you like touch your skin once the water like touches it, and it's just so soft and like slick? Think of that times 100. This isn't really a moisturizer, but I forgot to mention it before my skincare. This is the Belif Aqua Bomb Makeup Removing Cleansing Balm. A lot of people have been talking about double cleansing recently, and once again, living in North Carolina, sweat buildup under makeup is absolutely filthy. So I've been using this Aqua Bomb Makeup Removing Cleansing Balm to take off my makeup. I just use this, put it over my face, rinse it off with some water, and boom, my makeup is off. Usually doesn't take that long to clean up. More on the pricier side as well, but I think it's totally worth it. I actually prefer that over micellar water depending on the time I have for my skincare, but if I have some time to spend some time on my skin, I'm using that Aqua Bomb. This is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. I have never been able to find a sunscreen that didn't leave a white cast until now, and I actually got this in PR over a year ago, and I opened it 2 months ago. Things don't go bad until you open it, duh. Clean chemical sunscreen activities: reef safe, non-irritating, no fragrance, and it's vegan. One of the best sunscreens I've ever used in my entire life. Doesn't leave a white cast. To all my people with darker complexions and are looking for something that is easy and accessible, Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. The sunscreen is actually clear instead of white. I also know a good alternative to like a non-white casting sunscreen as well, if you're looking for one, is the Black Girl sunscreen that's typically sold in Target. So if you can't get a hold of this, definitely try that. I've heard so many good things about it, but this is what I personally use because, oh, this shit is so good. It's sunscreen, so the texture is kind of odd, and how it feels is like velvety in a way, but I personally love this stuff, and I will be rebuying because this shit is so good. Let's move on to treatment slash mask. I have 4 actually that I really love. 2 of them are from The Ordinary, and 2 of them are the Freeman brand, so I'm gonna start with Freeman. So I have 2 Freeman clay masks here. One is the Anti-Stress Dead Sea Minerals Clay Mask that instantly clears pores and balance for renewed skin. Then this is the Freeman Feeling Beautiful Oil Absorbing Mint and Lemon Clay Mask for instantly refreshing and controlling breakouts for clear skin. I know Freeman has some like, ooh, scents, ooh, some of their ingredients are bad, da, da, da. But I'm gonna say this: if something works for me, I'm gonna stick to it until I find an alternative. So I love these. These are like $5. They smell very good as well, and they're very easy to do, very aesthetically pleasing and looking. These are really fun for me to do. But I want to get a little bit more serious. I pick up my 2 Ordinary face masks. This is the Ordinary Salicylic Acid Mask. This is formulated for blemish prone skin, which I have. And then this is the Ordinary Aha and Baja Healing Solution. It's the one that looks like period blood. These make my skin look so good. Not only do they look very good and clean and fresh, I did have a few problems with when I first started using it. The first time I used it, I think I used too much because it was a little bit overwhelming for my nose and just my skin, because it was a little red after I took it off. But the more I used it, the more my skin got accustomed to it, and when I promise you, holy girl right here. And it's not expensive. That's my biggest thing right now, finding cheaper alternatives for really good products. And when I tell you The Ordinary has some of the best, they just can't be beat, babe. So we're finally moving on to hair care, because like I mentioned before, my hair is finally out of its locks. A lot of people have been asking me like, what did I do in order to make my hair grow so much? And all I have to say is get faux locks. I had faux locks from November to March or April. Then I got butterfly locks as well. My hair grew so much. I think it's bra strap length on my back. If I were to blow it out and straighten it, it's probably that long. Even when it's wet and curly, it was longer than it was before. And I trimmed my hair right before I got my locks from November. So yes, if you're looking to grow your hair, get you some locks, keep them in for about 3 months. And a lot of people also ask me how do I keep them clean. I washed my scalp about once a week. Surprisingly, it wasn't very hard. Apple cider vinegar, oiled it, moussed it, blow dried with the do-rag. And it kept them very fresh, very clean. They never felt dirty. But whenever I did notice that I was like scratching, which probably about once a week from just like the buildup of gel and everything, that's when I usually did it. So that's how I grew my hair tips. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my favorite hair care products that I've been using for a couple months and some that I just absolutely adore. I need some more water. Good God, I forgot how much water I drink when I film a sit down video. So I'm gonna start with shampoo and conditioner. I don't know if y'all know this, but I hate washing my hair. It feels like so much work, and just having my hair out is just so much work. Finding products that makes it easy and also kind of enjoyable, because I love the way my hair turns out, takes a while, but I definitely have found some that made me feel really good about my hair. And some of those products include the Living Proof Curl Shampoo and Conditioner set. This stuff, the shampoo and conditioner, is used for like enunciating curl definition, and I have type 3A, B, and C hair all in one head. I know it's a shit show over here, but no matter what curl type is being tackled on my head, definition is there. Like, first of all, shampoo, never too stripping. I can shampoo twice without feeling overly dry. Conditioner adds so much slip and curl definition to my head. Oh my God, this whole just line like is so good. I love this Living Proof line. This is the Living Proof Curl Elongator. This is a conditioning styler. I noticed that heavier product, as long as I do it in a little amount, is very good for my curl definition and hair, because it's not weighing it down if I don't use too much, but it also really elongates and shows off my curl definition, which is always my goal, to show off my definition, because I love my curls. I love what they look. So whenever I find products that do it in a way that just makes sense, I'm gonna abuse them. So this is the line that does it for me. Hair mask that I recently found last time I took my locks out was actually Eva NYC, and this was also sent to me in PR, but none of this is sponsored, by the way. Once again, this is the Therapy Session hair mask, and it's powdered by plant protein and argan oil. And I tell you, my hair was so soft the first time I used this. I was gagged. Like, I honest to God did not know that like it can get as good as it got. Like this, I will be rebuying this. I use this every week because it makes my hair so moisturized. And then usually what I do, instead of just conditioning my hair, I mix my conditioner and my deep conditioner. Pack it up, cut the cameras, because it's so good. Like, I've never had a hair mask that was this hydrating, and on the thing it says deeply conditions, hydrates, and softens, which is a fact, because if you watch my week in my life where I took out my locks like from April, I had like these little build-up beaties is what I call them at my roots, because with locks, or just with any protective style, you have like the build-up strands near your root. Put this on overnight and all the strands came right out. Magic in a jar. And I swear by the, oh my God, it's so excellent. I can't talk about it anymore because then I'll talk about it all day. My next favorite hair mask is actually an OG of mine. Carol's Daughter Curl Quenching Deep Moisture Mask. If you can't get your hands on this curl definition, curl hydration, curl moisture, all of the above. If you can't get your hands on this, get your hands on this. I don't know where this is sold. It's probably Ulta and Target if I order online, but this, my two all-time favorite deep conditioners for my curly hair. Trust me, any curly hair type, grab you these two and you will know true happiness. Mix it with your conditioner, you'll be optimized for life. No more talking, that's all you need to know. Somebody wanted to come say hi. Say hi. We're gonna talk about body care now. And body care is something that I'm passionate about, but can you get out my stuff? Now, we're gonna move on to body care stuff because I feel like, oops, I dropped something. I feel like body care is something that a lot of people will just like talk about in the summertime because you don't want to be musty. Nobody wants to deal with that. So I'm gonna give you my favorite products and go-tos for different areas of my body and just like what I like to use, different scent combinations, right. So let's start with my favorite soaps. They sent me their native lilac and white tea body wash, which is sulfate-free, paraben-free, dye-free, very gentle, but not too stripping. Another body wash that I love is the Olay Fresh Outlast Birch Water and Lavender scent. As you can see, I'm going through like a lavender lilac type of like phase right now. This stuff is also pretty good. Also the one with the pink top I just finished and threw away the bottle like an idiot. Then also the coconut scented one as well that I mentioned a few videos back. If you want to watch it, is there too. This stuff smells really good as well. This one I feel like is not like as cleaning. It kind of feels like lotion in the bottle, so I use it for specifically like scent purposes, if that makes sense. Something that I've been getting into the habit of doing every day is daily exfoliating, and I love the Dove Gentle Exfoliating with sea minerals and nourishing body wash. I want soft skin without busting out that tea tree C scrub every day. It's so good. So good. You just sitting there all in my business. But this stuff is so good. I love a good like daily exfoliating in the summertime because you're wearing shorts, like tank tops. You never want that dead skin to just be like visible. You don't want to look crusty. Super soft skin, very easy way to get rid of strawberry legs as well as my shaving technique, which is exfoliate, shave, exfoliate, which is what we're about to talk about. Favorite strawberry leg, defender, and fighter. Very good, very good. Since we're on the topic of soap, can you tell I'm a Dove fan? If you've been following me for a while, you know that I am a huge Dove fan. I mentioned Dove in all my basically hygiene videos, all my videos too when it goes to shower. Dove actually sent me a fat PR package like months. They sent me so many beauty bars because I was like, oh my god, I love Dove beauty bars on TikTok. So they sent me so many. And I'm about to just list off some of the scents. They sent me the sensitive skin one. They sent me the original. This is also known as like Dove White. They also sent me this relaxing lavender. This one is purely pampering mango butter. Perfect summer scent, by the way, if you want to smell sweet and fruity. Love this one. Cool moisture, like cucumber type one. And then they also sent me the anti-stress blue chamomile and oat milk. And they also sent me like a pink one. I forgot the name, but I used it like a month ago and I was so mad because now I can't find it in the stores because it's always sold out. And then they also sent me like a cocoa butter one that I showed like in another video, but I love a good Dove beauty bar. Dove, thank you. Like, I don't know if you know that like you're fueling my problem, but thank you. Thank you, babe. I'm gonna move on to shaving. I mentioned like last year that I was into laser hair removal, and I still am. I'm still doing it and everything, but in between like my 6-week appointments, like every 4 to 6 weeks, that's when I go. Hair still grows back because I'm not done with treatment yet, so there still is like shaving products I like to use. I really love the Dove exfoliating body polish. Right now I'm using the pomegranate seeds and shea butter one. Smells so good, so fruity, and just so like one of those like lingering, really sweet. I love it. Whatever, I love it. I'm not the biggest fan of like sugar scrubs, but if I do have to use a sugar scrub, I'm currently using the Tree Hut one. I don't know which one. I'm not the biggest fan of it because sometimes it feels like it's leaving my skin a little raw. So if you have like any body scrubs or sugar scrubs that you recommend other than tea tree, all for it, because I'd want to try new stuff. But tea tree's good, but I'm just looking for like a substitute right now. And as of recently I never thought I would see the day where I would have 2 favorite razors. Right now I only have one of them, and that is the Billy shave set. This is the Billy shave razor. They actually started selling these in Walmart. When I tell you, I have never had a cleaner close shave with a women's razor before this. I'm pretty sure. Can't make this up. Like, this is one of the best razors I've ever had. It has like that thing that's magnetic so it sticks to the wall. It has one of those things where you can go back and forth, so it's very hard to cut yourself. It's so gentle. 5 razors in here, like 5 blades. Are you kidding me? This is literally so good. Gillette men's one is usually my favorite one for when it comes to like areas. So like, am I allowed to say that? I'm just gonna say down there. Gillette, I prefer to use that one, like a men's one down there, just because it is very sensitive, and they usually make men's razors to shave men's faces, so I like that one. But for every other part of my body, this takes it. Gillette used to leave my skin soft. This leaves me feeling like velvet. I haven't tried this on my down there area yet because I kind of don't want to take it all clogged. Sorry, TMI. But yeah, I definitely want to, because if so, I'm buying 10 of them. About to be my new ride or die. Gillette, I've loved you forever, but we might have a new competitor. We have to see. Battle of the razors, okay? And then to match, I also have the Billy whipped shaving cream. First of all, let's get into the bottle. Come on, packaging. Like, this is actually so cute. I prefer this over the EOS one because not only does the EOS bottle piss me off, it's a good shaving cream, don't get me wrong. I used to use the EOS shaving cream, like the vanilla one, the like fruity one, and then like the lavender one, but this bottle simply is the reason I prefer this one nowadays, or at least this summer, because it also has coconut oil and aloe vera in there, so it's hydrating and soothing your skin at the same time. I think it's just so convenient. That's not one of those stupid pump things that always get jammed. You have to like unscrew it. You just literally flip this upside down and squirt it out. This set, without a doubt, literally without a doubt, some of my favorite stuff in the entire world. So now that we're out the shower, let's talk deodorant. I definitely want to try some spray deodorants because people swear up and down about it, but I'm gonna have to try it myself. Over the past couple months and years, I found like 3 that are just my go-tos. So I definitely love the Dove Advanced Care Unscented. unscented sensitive deodorant. This lasts like all day. It smells so good. This is 48-hour protection as well, and this is an antiperspirant. I also love the Mitchum Shower Fresh 40-hour protection as well. This is usually one that I turn to the most just because I think it's cheaper than Dove, if I'm not mistaken, but this stuff is also very good. And then if I know I'm going outside, I'm gonna be sweating, Speed Stick by Men. I don't care. This is power, unscented. Men's deodorant is so much better than women's because men just have those nasty glands. Their glands are nastier and they get funkier a lot faster, so they put the extra strong stuff in here. So worth it. Absolutely love it. We're gonna move on to scents and stuff like that. So now it's time for like post shower care and everything. So I'm gonna talk about lotions first because I have two go-tos that y'all are probably already knowing what one of them already is. Soap and Glory Righteous Body Butter. Have you heard of her? If you aren't using body butter by now in 2022, what are you doing? Body butter is probably the best thing that has ever happened to me. It's a bit on the heavier side, but in the summertime, I usually like to use this as my nighttime like body butter and lotion because it sets in so well overnight and it smells so good. If you want to feel luxurious, Soap and Glory is that girl. I had so many Soap and Glory products mentioned in like previous hygiene routines, but recently they stopped selling Soap and Glory in my local Target. And the only reason this entire routine does not have much in there, if they still sold it at my local Target, soaps, lotions, foot cream, all of it. I'm so sad about that. I need to find out where they sell it so I can get back on my Soap and Glory BS because this stuff is excellent and it lasts forever. My next favorite lotion is the CeraVe moisturizing cream, just an essential lotion. Nothing crazy. I love this stuff. It also leaves me like with that velvety feeling when my skin is wet. I love this stuff. It's something I always turn back to whenever I have like maybe like a skin breakout or a rash because it's unscented. Very made for sensitive skin, so this is really good as well. But now that like the body's done, let's get into fragrances because I have picked up 2 new perfumes this spring that I've been absolutely in love with, and a lot of people might call me basic for my 2 perfumes that I've picked up, but I've fallen victim. My 2 go-to fragrances this spring and summer will be the Perfect Marc Jacobs perfume as well as the Daisy Marc Jacobs perfume. My boyfriend got this for me for Valentine's Day. Look at the bottle! Hello, it's so cute. Floral, light. Perfect by Marc Jacobs. These are like a lingering but also sweet. My 2 go-to perfumes this summer, and if I find some more I'll update y'all on Instagram. And then for a more like cheaper option for when I like leave the pool or some shit, Into the Night, Bath and Body Works. You already know how I'm coming. This and Japanese Cherry Blossom, babe. Yeah, that's all the products I've recently been loving. But the video was not done because I'm about to put y'all some of my favorite scent combinations because I can't give y'all all these products and like I love them and not tell you like how I like to use them. So we're mainly gonna talk about like body and perfumes and stuff because this is where stuff gets fun. I personally, when it comes to body washes, I love mixing the relaxing lavender beauty bar with the native lilac and white tea body wash for more lavender, lilac-y, flowery scent that's very light, but you could still definitely smell it. It's so good. I personally haven't found like a lavendery scent perfume recommended down below, but this, if you want to smell like lavender, so excellent. If I want more of like a clean, more neutral scent, kind of like that Dove white scent, I will definitely either use the Dove Sensitive Skin Beauty Bar or the Dove Original Beauty Bar with Deep Moisture. The Dove Gentle Exfoliating Body Wash, moisture on 1000. Scent on clean. Another combo that I personally like to use is just any like not too strong like body wash. So let's say the gentle exfoliating plus the mango butter and any candy flavored scent to smell very fruity and candy like in the summer. Now the bees will come. This with the Ariana Grande Sweet Like Candy. Just try it and let me know what you think. Something I wanted to talk about in all of this is just like hygiene after showers and everything because it can get a little dicey because it's so hot. You sweat, this, that, and the third. It's just a mess. Nobody wants to do that. Here's my 2 throughout the day favorite products. I love the Dove Deep Cleaning Hand Wash. This is a deep moisture scent as well, so like Dove White almost. Very good. I was surprised when I tried this and actually really liked it because it adds some of that moisture back in your hands that you lose when you typically wash your hands. Baby wipes throughout the day. You definitely should keep some if you have to poop, you're on your period. Never know when it's time for an emergency. I'm pretty sure that's it for today's 2022 hygiene routine, what I've been using, some of my personal tips. I hope you guys really did enjoy this video. The day that I'm posting this is actually going to be Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. So with that being said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I will see you somewhere else on the internet. Bye everybody.